Hey guys, and welcome to another Minecraft hurling results video. The final weekend of the group stage of the league. So let's jump right into it. Up first we have Lancashire versus Warwickshire. The Twitter pages did not put up the rest of the score, like the first scores and all. They only put up the results. So that's all I'm going to be able to give you. And the final score of the game was Lancashire 520. Warwickshire 115. So yeah, only able to give you the final score. But big win for Lancashire over Warwickshire. The final score, Lancashire 520, Warwickshire 115. Up next we have Leitrim versus Longford. Longford opened the scoring with a point in the first 4 minutes. Longford finished the half in the lead, 2 points to 7. Leitrim opened the second half scoring with 7 points, 23 minutes in. The game finishes Leitrim 10 points. Longford 9 points. And with that, Leitrim and Longford will play each other again in the league semi-final. So just a rematch for that. The final score, Leitrim 10 points, Longford 9 points. Up next we have Armagh versus Fermanagh. Fermanagh opened the scoring with a point in the first minute. Fermanagh finished the half in the lead, 9 points to 112. Armagh opened the second half scoring with 2 goals and 1 point, 9 minutes in. And the game finishes Armagh 317. Fermanagh 316. So Armagh coming from behind to take a 1 point victory over Fermanagh. And that means Armagh are in the league semi-final and Fermanagh are relegated. So the final score, Armagh 317, Fermanagh 316. Up next we have Louth versus Mayo. Louth opened the scoring with 3 points in the first 10 minutes. Mayo finished the half in the lead, 9 points to 3-5. Second half scoring opens, Louth 10 points. Mayo 3-6. And the game finishes Louth 15 points. Mayo 520. So big win for Mayo over Louth. Final score, Louth 15 points, Mayo 520. Up next we have Monaghan versus Roscommon. Roscommon opened the scoring with 3 points in the first 12 minutes. Roscommon finished the half in the lead, 8 points to 110. Roscommon opened the second half scoring with 5 points, 10 minutes in. And the game finishes Monaghan 14 points. Roscommon 118. So with that, Monaghan go to the semi-final and Roscommon goes straight to the final. Final score, Monaghan 14 points, Roscommon 118. Up next we have Donegal versus Tyrone. Tyrone opened the scoring with a point. Donegal finished the half in the lead 1-9 to 1-8. Donegal opened the second half scoring with a point. And the game finishes Donegal 118, Tyrone 117. So a 1-point win for Donegal over Tyrone, and that means Donegal go to the semi-final. Final score, Donegal 118, Tyrone 117. Up next we have London versus Meath. Meath opened the scoring with a point in the first minute. London finished the half in the lead 2-11 to 1-11. Meath opened the second half scoring with a goal and a point 4 minutes in. And the game finishes London 2-21, Meath 2-22. So a 1-point victory for Meath over London, and that means that London are in the relegation playoff and Meath go to the final. So the final score, London 2-21, Meath 2-22. Up next we have Sligo versus Wicklow. Wicklow opened the scoring with a point. Sligo finished the half in the lead 1-8 to 8 points. Wicklow opened the second half scoring with 3 points 8 minutes in. And the game finishes Sligo 1-14, Wicklow 12 points. So a win for Sligo over Wicklow, however they are still in the relegation playoff and Wicklow are in the semi-final. So the final score, Sligo 1-14, Wicklow 12 points. Up next we have Carlow versus Derry. Derry opened the scoring with 2 points in the first 2 minutes. Carlow finished the half in the lead 2-13 to 8 points. Derry opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. And the game finishes Carlow 2-21, Derry 16 points. And that result means that Derry is relegated. So the final score, Carlow 2-21, Derry 16 points. Up next we have Kerry versus Down. Kerry opened the scoring with 3 points in the first 7 minutes. Down finished the half in the lead 9 points to 12. Kerry opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. And the game finishes Kerry 1-20. Down 1-19. So a win for Kerry over Down. That means Down are Down are not relegated. Actually, Derry are relegated. It means Kerry go to the semi-final. So final score, Kerry 1-20, Down 1-19. Up next we have Offaly versus Kildare. Offaly opened the scoring with 2 points in the first 3 minutes. Offaly finished the half in the lead 13 points to 10. Kildare opened the second half scoring with 3 points, 7 minutes in. And the game finishes Offaly 2-17. Kildare 23 points. So a draw for Offaly and Kildare. So that means Offaly go to the semi-final and Kildare go straight to the final. So the final score, Offaly 2-17, Kildare 23 points. Up next we have Antrim versus Tipperary. Antrim opened the scoring with a point in the first minute. Tipperary finished the half in the lead, 8 points to 3-13. Tipperary opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. And the game finishes Antrim 2-16. Tipperary 4-28. So a massive win for Tipperary over Antrim. And Tipperary go to the semi-final. Final score, Antrim 2-16, Tipperary 4-28. Up next we have Dublin versus Laois. Dublin opened the scoring with 4 points in the first 4 minutes. Dublin finished the half in the lead, 1-17 to 13 points. Laois opened the second half scoring with 3 points, 17 minutes in. And the game finishes Dublin 1-29. Laois 20 points. So good win for Dublin over Laois. That means Laois are in the relegation playoff. So the final score, Dublin 129, Laois 20 points. Up next we have Kilkenny versus Waterford. Kilkenny opened the scoring with a point in the first minute. Kilkenny finished the half in the lead, 8 points to 7. Waterford opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. And the game finishes Kilkenny 18 points. Waterford 16 points. So win for Kilkenny over Waterford. That means Kilkenny go to the semi-final. Final score, Kilkenny 18 points, Waterford 16 points. Up next we have Clare versus Cork. Cork opened the scoring with 2 points in the first 5 minutes. Cork finished the half in the lead, 2-10 to 2-12. Clare opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. And the game finishes Clare 2-18. Cork 2-18. So a draw for Clare and Cork, and Cork go to the semi-final. So the final score, Clare 2-18, Cork 2-18. Up next we have Westmeath versus Galway. Galway opened the scoring with 5 points in the first 5 minutes. Galway finished the half in the lead, 1-5 to 1-14. Westmeath opened the second half scoring with a point in the first minute. And the game finishes Westmeath 1-12. Galway 4-27. So a big win for Galway over Westmeath. And that means Westmeath are in the relegation playoff. So final score, Westmeath 112, Galway 427. And our final game of the weekend is Limerick versus Wexford. Limerick opened the scoring with 3 points in the first 5 minutes. Limerick finished the half in the lead, 110 to 7 points. Limerick opened the second half scoring with a goal and a point 1 minute in. And the game finishes Limerick 220. Wexford 15 points. So good win for Limerick over Wexford, and that means that Limerick go to the semi-final. Final score, Limerick 220, Wexford 15 points. So there you have it, those are the results of the final games in the group stages of the league. The next fixtures will be the semi-finals and relegation playoffs, so be sure to check those out as well. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share, and I will see you for the next one.